What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Learn English with Billy. I'm Billy, I'm your host, and today I'm going to help you sound more like a native English speaker with 5 phrases that we use more commonly in native English speaking and the mistakes that I often hear people make when they try to communicate the same idea. So let's get started. The first one is I want you to say, instead of how are you, so to ask how somebody is, I often hear people say, how are you? Which is fine, but it sounds in a casual environment, it sounds much better and more natural to say, how's it going? How's it going? Okay, so instead of how are you, say, how's it going? All right, that's number one. Number two is instead of saying, what are you doing? Which sounds in English a little bit invasive. It sounds like you are implying that maybe I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Um, Usually, like, don't ask people, like, what are you doing? You should instead ask, what are you up to? Which is just saying, like, I'm curious what you're doing right now. It doesn't really matter that much. I'm just curious, just for my own information, I guess. Okay, so instead of what are you doing, say, what are you up to? All right, the third one is a mistake I see really often because it's really confusing in English. We have 2 words, fun and funny, which mean totally different things. So, fun is like when something is entertaining, like I went to the park and it was fun. Funny is like something that makes you laugh. So I went to a comedy show and it was really, the person was telling jokes. They were making me ha 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 laugh. So um, when something is entertaining, when you enjoy doing it, it's fun. Say fun. And when something makes you laugh, ha ha ha, then it's funny. Okay. Um, the fourth one is instead of saying they say that the food is good, they say that the food is good. Or I've listened that the food is good. Don't say those. Say I've heard that the food is good. So in English, when um, we have information that someone else gave us, um, say, I've heard that the food is good. I've heard that that country is beautiful. I've heard that that movie is interesting, whatever. Um, Instead of saying, I've listened that, never say I've listened that, and don't say they say that. It just sounds less natural that way. Okay, and the fifth and final one is especially with native Spanish speakers, this mistake is really common because in Spanish, when you say, like, when you talk about things in general, like, I like cats, uh, Spanish, you would say, me gustan los gatos, the cats. So instead, in English, when we talk about things in general, we never use the article. We never say the. We always just say, I like cats. I like coffee. I like anything, whatever it is. And so instead of saying, I like the cats, if you're talking about things in general, you just say, I like cats. I like food. I like coffee. Now, if you are talking about something specific, those cats, then you can use like, I like the food at that restaurant, at a specific restaurant. I like the food there. So when you're talking about things in specific terms, you use the. I like the food. I like those cats. But if you're talking about things in general, I like cats. I like food. I like beer, whatever it is. You never use the. So if you want to sound more natural, say, how's it going? Instead of how are you? Say, what are you up to? Instead of what are you doing? Say, if something is enjoyable or entertaining, say, it's fun, not it's funny. But if something makes you laugh, ha ha ha, say, it's funny, not it's fun. If you have information about something, you say, I've heard that the food is good. I've heard that the movie is interesting. Not, I've listened to that. Never, I've listened to that. And not, they say that. Not, they say the food is good. I've heard that the food is good. And then the final one, again, if you are talking about something in general, say, I like cats. I like food. Not, I like the food. I like the cats. Okay, that's it for today's episode. Hopefully now you feel more like you have a few phrases that will help you sound more like a native speaker, more natural in English. And if you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments and I will happily respond. Have a great day. Bye.